Kingston U22 Isolers, players and staff would like to acknowledge that we are currently on traditional Anishinaabe and Haudenosaunee territory. To acknowledge this traditional territory is to recognize its longer history, one predating the establishment of the earliest European colonies. It is also to acknowledge this territory's significance for the indigenous peoples who have lived and continue to live. Upon it, people whose practices and spiritualities were tied to the land and continue to develop in relationship to the territory and its other inhabitants today. There is also a significant Métis community as well as First Peoples from other nations across Turtle Island present here today.
Good afternoon to our fans, friends, and families. Welcome to today's OWHL game featuring your Kingston Juniors hosting the Nepean Junior Wildcats. Officiating today's game are referees Heather Goal and Adam Lavelle, and the linesmen are Brian Irving and Jared Del Polero. Introducing Nepean starting lineup. On forward, number 24, Maggie Houston. On forward, number 14, J.D. McKinnon. On forward, number 19, Ely Gardner. On defense, number 77, Kate Beal. On defense, number 11, Avery Jones. And starting in goal, number 28, Dominic Rio. And the rest of the Nepean team. Welcome to Nepean's head coach, Elliot Spencer. And now, introducing the starting lineup for your Kingston Juniors. On forward, number 24, Eva Verena. On forward, number 9, Rio Pierre. On forward, number 16, Ava Telford. On defense from Kingston, Ontario, Michaela Bailey. On defense, number 94, Kaylin Fisher. And starting in goal, number 1, Claire Scott. And the rest of your Kingston Juniors. The Juniors head coach is Troy Sweet. Now we ask that you please stand if you're able, remove your hats for the play of our national anthem.
Welcome to Kingston. We're here at the Invista Center where the Kingston Juniors are hosting your Nepean Wildcats. Only game of the weekend for the Wildcats this Sunday. In next today for the Wildcats, Dominic Reed, Sariel Deer, not on the bench after all. Face off, won by Nepean. Jones with it, sends it ahead. Off McKinnon's stick, he skates it into the Kingston zone. Quick shot by Houston on net and covered up by the Kingston goalie, Scott. Malay McMullen out of the lineup today, as well as Sid Samiga for the Wildcats. Oh, deflected shot off of Kate's blue line shot. Saved by the Kingston goalie. So now they'll send it deep. Ryu stops it up, picked up by Jones. With Biel behind the net. Kingston comes away with it. Centering pass off Gardner's skate. Houston picks it up, she'll flip it forward. Stopped up by Kingston at center ice. Nepean changing up some players. Bella Donaldson goes back behind the net for it. She cycles it over to Kate Biel. Biel up ahead. Bounces past Bray. Icing waved off. Brianna Bray on the forecheck with Newell Gibbs. Morgan Donaldson sends it back into the corner. Jordan Mulvihill back in the lineup today for the Wildcats after missing last week's games. Maddie McKay also in at forward for Nepean. Bella Donaldson picks up the puck. He skates it over center. Centering pass gets deflected, but Bray picks it up. She has to come out of the zone. Wildcats will get back onside. Bray sends it cross ice off the boards and goes for a change. Longo in on the forecheck for Nepean as Kingston tries to break out. Stopped up by McKay at the blue line. She ships it in forward. Goes after it. Hollingsworth with her on the forecheck as Kingston sends it out of the zone. Goes off Francis' stick. No icing. Oh. Maybe it didn't go off Francis' stick. Icing the call as Mulvihill gets there first. Face-off controlled by Kingston. Pass broken up by Mulvihill. McKay now goes after it with O'Connor. Maddie McKay knocks into the zone. Gets it over to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth in tight off the crossbar. Hollingsworth not missing by much on that one. Kingston coming back the other way now. Houston picks it up. Knocked forward by Gardner. Back to Houston. Houston sends it cross ice. That will be icing. We'll get a face-off in the Nepean zone. Face-off won by Nepean. Mulvihill plays it along the boards towards Gardner. Francis tries to ship it forward. Kept in by Kingston. Behind the net now. Mulvihill picks it up. The pass picked off by Kingston. Centering pass knocked away by Mulvihill. Shot goes wide. That comes out of the zone. Kingston will have to tag back up. And just send it in cross corner. Francis going after it for Nepean. Helped out by Gardner. McKinnon knocks the puck down. Can't quite get it out, but Kingston pulls it out. And they'll skate right back in. Long shot goes off the glass. Jones comes away with it in the corner now. Changes directions, loses it. Gets it back. McKinnon can't quite handle it either. Trick shot blocked by Rio Francis. Centering pass. Knocked away. John Ryu just covers that up for a face-off in the Wildcats end. Kingston wins the face-off. In the half wall. Pass. It's knocked away. Longo sends it into the Kingston end. Biel with it now. Plays it off the boards to Longo. Longo skates it forward, has it taken away. Kingston up through the middle. Biel. Deflected by Bray and stopped by Kingston. Now Bray with it at her feet. Gibbs on the forecheck, picks it off in the corner. At the blue line, Viel keeps it in, sends it across. Donaldson, Bella Donaldson, down to Longo. Longo centering pass gets through the crease. One-timer by Viel, scores! Kate Viel with the goal. And give Nepean a 1-0 lead. Assisted by Alessia Longo. Looks like it might have hit something on the way in. Maybe a Kingston skate. Quick shot, got through. Open up the scoring for Nepean. Kingston now in tight the other way, fanning on that shot. Morgan Donaldson picks up the puck, cycles it backwards, no one there. Now Donaldson again with it. Gets it up ahead to Bray. Bray backhands it out of the zone. Gibbs on the forecheck. Kingston getting it into the Nepean zone. Gibbs knocking it loose. O'Connor picks it up. He's got Hollingsworth with her. Drops it back to Mulvihill. Mulvihill skates to the middle. Her shot goes wide. Behind the net. Hollingsworth centers it. Nobody there. Kingston skates it away. Kingston chipping it out of the zone. That will be icing unless, takes a funny bounce. Icing waved off. Francis picks it up. Her long pass towards O'Connor. O'Connor tips it into the zone. Hollingsworth goes after it. Kingston able to get it out. But McKinnon picks it off. McKinnon now into the corner. Goes around the net. And we got a whistle here. Maybe the net off moorings. Controlled by Kingston. Viel in on that pinch, he gets stripped. And we're going to have a power play coming up for Nepean. Viel on the pinch. Tripped up by Ava Telford, who goes straight to the box. 14:09 in this opening period. We get our first power play. Face-off, puck stuck at the dot, battling for it. Kingston comes away, didn't able to send it the length of the ice.
2 minutes for tripping, time 14:09.
Viel from behind the net. Over to Jones. Jones skates it up ahead. Across the blue line. Battle on the boards now. Kingston comes away with it. And they'll clear it down the ice. Houston goes back for it, for Nepean. She'll skate it out. Houston gains the zone. Drops it back to Viel. Picked off by Kingston. One-on-one here. Jones stops up the Kingston forward as Hollingsworth goes back to pick up the puck. Now playing it behind the net. Over to Jones. Jones to Houston. Houston ahead to Viel. Takes it off the backhand. It's a pass up towards Bray. Yeah, would have been offside though. They check up. Hollingsworth pass. Off of Houston's stick, picked up by O'Connor. Nepean having a hard time getting anything going on this power play. Longo now. Skates it into the zone. Finally, Nepean may be able to get possession here. Connor settles things down over to Mulvihill. Mulvihill, Morgan Donaldson in. Her shot hit her teammate, hit Longo. Kept in by Mulvihill. Donaldson was bodied off the puck, and Kingston able to send it down the ice with 10 seconds to go in the power play. One last rush, maybe Mulvihill up ahead to Longo. A 1-on-4. Nepean changes up. Longo though battles for it along the boards while the reinforcements come in off the bench. McKinnon pulls it away, gets it back to the blue line. Bella Donaldson Cross to Rio Francis. Her shot deflects over the net and off the glass. Donaldson has it bounce over her. Francis sends it back the other way. Kingston trying to get it into the zone. Stopped up by McKinnon there. Loose puck knocked away by Donaldson. Now Gardner trying to get a piece of it. Francis back to Bella Donaldson. Ahead to Houston. She deflects it into the corner. Gardner in on the forecheck for Nepean as Kingston sends it along the boards. McKinnon picks it off. Tries to hit Gibbs. Jones picks it up. Her shot deflects high. Lands behind the net. Kingston sending it along the boards. And able to skate out with it. 2 on 4. Send it deep. Jones goes back for it for Nepean. She stops it up for VL. VL buys some space. Gets it back over to Jones. Jones flips it towards VL. Gardner now just chips it out. Kingston trying to send it in, hit their own player, and it gets knocked deep into the Kingston zone. Longo in on the forecheck. Kingston flipping that puck out. Longo will go pick it up for the Wildcats. Morgan Donaldson leaves it ahead for Bray. She sends it in deep. McKay on the forecheck for the Wildcats. Kingston playing it out. And that should be icing. Waved off. Kingston wins the race, or at least tied it. That should be icing as Bray sends it off the glass. 10:16 remaining in this opening period. 1-0 Wildcats off the Kate VL goal. Kingston winning the face-off. In the corner, O'Connor battling for it. Taken by Kingston. Back to the blue line, McCoy sends it across D to D. Puck sent towards the net, stopped up by Morgan Donaldson. Now McKay off the boards to O'Connor. O'Connor hit a glove off the Nepean bench. Glove in neutral zone face-off, I think. Oh no. Face off in the Nepean zone. McKinnon picks up the puck, sends it ahead to Houston. Houston sends it in deep behind the net. Hollingsworth going after it. Hollingsworth sends it back towards the blue line. Rio Francis to Houston. Has it knocked away and Kingston comes back the other way. Ryu stops up with Francis. Francis ahead. Gets past Houston and Kingston. Happy to keep it in the Nepean zone. Bella Donaldson now with it. Waiting for teammates to change. Ships it up towards the boards, towards Gardner. Kingston comes away to that shot. Saved by Ryu and deflected over the net. Ryu got a piece of that. Houston gets it out across ice. Kingston sending it length of the ice. That should be icing.
You want to get fifth and play four.
Face off won by Kingston. Flip it out of the zone. Jones knocks it down. Sends it up along the boards towards Longo, who chips it forward towards Bray. Bray skates across the middle. Her shot into the goalie. No rebound. Puck comes out of the zone. Longo plays it back to Jones. Wildcats get back on side. Jones skates it in. Into the corner. Change it up. Long pass deflected by Kingston. Ends up on Hollingsworth's stick. Kingston trying to get it out now. Picked up by O'Connor. She gets stopped up and Kingston will skate it out. Mulvihill chips it forward towards Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth gets into the zone. Her pass gets deflected by Kingston. No, loose puck picked up by Mulvihill. Head to Hollingsworth. Backhands it towards the net. Kingston picks it up. Morgan Donaldson knocking that puck down. Keeping it in the zone. Morgan stopping that one up in the blue line now. Quick shot towards the net. Blocked by Kingston. Mulvihill. Skating across center. Into the zone. Staying to the outside while her teammates change. Mulvihill. Pass towards the middle. Gets it to Houston. Her quick shot. Hit a body in front. Rebound comes back out. Kingston getting it out of the zone. We'll get it across center and send it deep and go for a change. Francis knocks that puck down. Gardner picks it up. Gets it to McKinnon. McKinnon in tight. Sends one into the corner. Houston back towards McKinnon behind the net. Makes a nifty little play to get it back to herself, but ends up being defended by the Kingston junior. Ryu turning that one into the corner. Jones goes to get it. Jones gets past a couple defenders and loses the puck. He gets it back. Jones across the middle. Tries to flip it out. Knocked down by Kingston. Kingston behind the net now. McKinnon playing the body here. Donaldson picking up the loose puck. Sends it behind the net. Up to Gardner. Gardner tries to get to Houston. Kingston with too many players though. And Nepean will get another power play. Kingston got caught on a change. 6:01 to go in this first period. Number 17, Cora Gallia serving the penalty for the juniors. Face-off controlled by Nepean. Puck comes out of the zone.
2 minutes. Served by number 17, Cora Gallia. Time 6:01.
Kingston flips it out. Houston catches it. Changes directions. Ahead to Morgan Donaldson. Has her pass knocked down. Now Mulvihill with it. There's Nepean changing already. Hollingsworth gets it back. Over to Mulvihill. He tries to get to the middle. Picked off by Kingston and sent the length of the ice. Viel goes back for it behind the net. Viel to O'Connor. O'Connor cuts to the middle. Gets it ahead to Longo. Longo in along the boards. Hollingsworth and O'Connor helping out Longo. Time winds down here. Finally, O'Connor gets it. Viel to Jones. Jones shot. Blocker save in the corner. Hollingsworth gets the puck. Gives it to O'Connor. Plays it down to Longo in the corner. Longo towards O'Connor to Viel. Viel to Jones. Jones back to Viel. Viel over to O'Connor. O'Connor's shot turned away. Rebound taken by Kingston and sent the length of the ice. 23 seconds to go in this power play. One last rush here for the Wildcats as Viel picks up the puck behind her net. Got Houston to her left, Jones to her right. He skates it out, gives it to Jones. Jones now. Gets it across center and sends it deep. Picked up by Scott. As time winds down. Viel across to Jones. Jones skates it in. Her shot. Glove. Save made by Scott. Good D by McKinnon to knock the puck loose there. Jones over to Biel. Biel to Houston. Houston off the boards. Now Jones just flips it out of the zone. Nepean goes for a change. Bray going after it for the Wildcats. Bray still with the puck. Battling for it at her feet. Houston though. Good back check by Longo to steal that puck now and send it in deep. On the boards. Donaldson picks it up. Sends it back in deep. Longo going after it for the Wildcats. Gibbs stopping the flat puck. McKay now chips it forward. Longo gets knocked down. Loose puck taken by Kingston and flipped out of the zone. Icing will be waved off. Oh no, Kingston is still in there. Ooh. A collision behind the net. We'll face off in the Kingston end here. The icing call. O'Connor at the dot for the Wildcats. Kingston wins it back into the corner. Pass out to the wing and through the middle. The puck's away by Francis. Bouncing puck. Picked up by Gardner. Back to Mulvihill. O'Connor now picks up the loose puck. Skates it across center. Gets it into the zone. Flipped forward by Gardner, but now taken back by Kingston. Sent in deep. Mulvihill for Nepean. Ahead to Hollingsworth. Francis gets it up to Gardner. Gardner skates it out of the zone. Gets it across to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth across the blue line. Gets a shot on that. Turned away by Scott. Kingston able to get the puck out. Picked up by Mulvihill. Mulvihill over to Jones. Jones flips it in to the corner. Biel keeps it at the blue line. She sends one towards the net. Deflected by McKinnon. Nice save by Scott for Kingston on that one. Biel gets it back now. Across to Jones. Jones sends one towards the net. Hits the skate and goes into the corner. Kingston playing it out along the boards. Centering pass, it's going to roll out. And Jones will pick it up and try to send it back in. It hits a Kingston player. Kept in by Jones now at the blue line. She'll send it along the boards. As Bray goes after it. Bray chips it towards Houston. Houston behind the net. It's a loose. Bray sends it off the side of the net. Nepean changes up the key. Kingston flips it out. Morgan Donaldson tries to get it out, kept in by Kingston. Kingston in front, quick shot. 5-hole. But Ryu able to close the door just in time to make the save. 52 seconds left in the opening period. McCoy's shot goes wide. Gibbs picks up along the boards, tips it towards the blue line, kept in by Kingston. Ryu plays it off to the side as Morgan Donaldson chips it over to Bella Donaldson. McKay now has a bounce over her stick. Kingston keeps it in. Back of the blue line, McCoy. D to D pass. Shot towards the net. Deflects in front. Loose puck. McKay picks it up. Has it knocked away. Kingston tries the centering pass. It gets through everybody. Gibbs to McKay. She'll skate it out across the blue line. Chip it forward. Along the boards. McKay trying to work it forward. Gets it back. Now Longo sends it in deep. 8 seconds to go in this period. McCoy just killing time here. Gibbs spins it on the boards, so that'll do it for the first period. Nepean up 1-0. We'll be back for the second after the flood in about 12 minutes. Welcome back to the Vista Center here in Kingston, Ontario. Nepean with a 1-0 lead off Kate Biel's goal in the first period. Back and forth game, physical game. Kingston always brings good effort, that's for sure. Jones up to Houston. Houston shifts it forward, she'll go after it. 3-on-1 here. She's got Gardner going to the net. Houston plays it along the boards to Viel. Viel across. Nice. Jones shot, hits a couple bodies, ends up on Houston's stick. She centers it. McKinnon gets a shot towards the net, but it goes wide. Now Houston in the corner. Helped out by McKinnon. McKinnon comes away with it. Changes directions, backhands it towards the front of the net. Gardner can't quite handle the bouncing puck, and Kingston comes back the other way. Jones with the puck now. Plays it off the boards to Viel. Viel back to Jones. Jones skates up ahead now towards Gardner. Bounces past her, ice and waved off as McKinnon goes after it. McKinnon now centers it, picked up by Kingston. And they'll come back out with it. Stella Donaldson back to defend. Bray going after that puck in the corner. Sticks on the wet ice. Morgan Donaldson gets the puck out towards Gibbs. Longo now. Over to Bella Donaldson. Some fans on it. They got Kingston offside though. Looks like there might still be a couple of wet spots on the ice. Puck sticking a little bit. Shouldn't be much longer for that though. Looks pretty good from here. Longo at the dot for the Wildcats. Face off. Controlled by Kingston. They'll send it in deep. Ryu stops it up behind the net. Morgan Donaldson cycles it along the boards to Gibbs. Gibbs centers it a bit behind Longo. As Kingston picks it up now. Trottier sends it through the crease. Bray tries to knock it forward. At her feet. Her and Longo will miss it. Long shot goes wide for Kingston. Kept in at the blue line. Longo plays it towards Donaldson. Morgan Donaldson. Now Longo skates away from it. With it behind the net. Kept in by Kingston. Morgan Donaldson goes back for it. Has it knocked away. Now Bella Donaldson. He plays it up along the boards to Bray. Bray backhands it towards the middle. Gets to Gibbs. Gibbs 1-on-1 here. Longo chasing behind. Gibbs cuts towards the middle. Sends it in deep. Goes to the bench. Longo with the puck behind the net now. With Wildcats changing up their lineup. McKay now battling. McKay pulls it out. Gets it back to the blue line to Francis. Francis sends it towards the net. Deflected by Hollingsworth. Still goes wide. Kingston now just flipping it out of the zone. Picked up by Mulvihill. Mulvihill through the middle. Is behind McKay. Kingston now in alone. Into the corner, but Wildcats getting back to defend. Connor picks up that puck off Ryu. Cuts to the middle. Shot. Glove save made by Scott.
Light that guy up. I'd like 10 against him in the gold medal.
Face off to the right of the Kingston goalie here. Puck comes out of the zone. Jones plays it in deep. Connor on the forecheck now. Hollingsworth playing the puck off the boards. Has it knocked away. Viel shifts it forward. Hollingsworth controls the bouncing puck. Gets a shot. Stopped by Scott and covered up. Plays it behind the net. Gardner goes after it. Jones on the pinch. Keeps it in. McKinnon now on the forecheck. Kept in by Houston. Gardner on the board. Has it knocked away. Viel backhands it towards the middle. Nepean getting lucky there. Just streaking forward almost, or Kingston almost got a piece of it. Potential breakaway. And Gardner knocks puck loose. Houston, she backhands it off the boards. McKinnon picks that up. Back to Houston. We got a penalty coming to Kingston. As McKinnon got taken out. 2 minutes for body checking. Another power play here for the Wildcats. I had trouble getting much going so far on the power play. Let's see if they can take advantage this time. Face off won by Nepean. Longo moves it out to Mulvihill. Mulvihill at the top sends it over to Morgan Donaldson. Donaldson switching places with Mulvihill. Gives it back to Mulvihill. Mulvihill now skates the middle. Mulvihill into the dot. Sits on net. Save made by Scott.
Time 15:55.
Kingston bringing out new penalty killing line here. O'Connor taking the face off for Nepean. He wins it. Hollingsworth plays it back to Mulvihill. Mulvihill from the blue line. Gives it over to O'Connor. O'Connor across. Morgan Donaldson with the one-timer. Scott there to make the glove save. Minute 25 left in the power play. Kane controlling the face-off. Mulvihill takes a shot. Another save and there's no to rebound. Donaldson to Mulvihill. Over to O'Connor, back to Mulvihill. Skating to her left, changes it up. Back to O'Connor at the top. O'Connor, Donaldson, Morgan Donaldson. Drops it off for Mulvihill, taken by Kingston. You got a 2-on-2 coming the other way. Kingston flips it in deep, O'Connor goes after it. Gives it to Donaldson. 40 seconds to go in the power play. Donaldson now skates out to her left, up ahead to Mulvihill. Mulvihill cross ice to O'Connor, plays it off her backhand, skates it into the zone, kicks it forward. Longo going after it. Helped up by McKinnon. McKinnon comes away with it now. McKinnon gives it to Jones. Jones drops it off to Longo. Longo's shot hits the body in front. Kingston clears it out. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Houston picks it up. Maggie drops it back to Kate Biel. Biel across center now into the zone. Drops it back to Houston. Houston back to Biel. Biel skating across. Gives it to Jones. Jones changes directions. Cycles it to Bray. Bray makes a move behind the net, gets some space. Gives it back to McKinnon. She skates behind the net. Out to Biel. Biel's a quick shot. Turned away by Scott. Houston goes after the rebound. Houston gets it towards the middle. No one there for Nepean. Kingston comes away with his own. Houston now loves it down, gets over to Bray. Bray stops up. Oh, she gets cross-checked into the boards. McKinnon takes a shot towards the net, but that'll be another penalty coming up to Kingston. And Bray. Brandon Bray got cross-checked into the boards. Number 94, Kaylin Fisher going to the box for Kingston. Face off won by Nepean. Mulvihill with it. Skates to the ring-out line, takes a shot. Through the bodies, goes wide. Hollingsworth now in the corner.
Time 13:14.
Hollingsworth out to Morgan Donaldson. Donaldson back to Hollingsworth. Toe drag. Loses the puck. And Kingston clears it down the ice. Mulvihill changing directions, gives it to Donaldson behind the net. Donaldson now skating out to her left, sends it up to O'Connor. O'Connor gets it across center. It's puck into the zone. Mulvihill picks it up. Changing directions in the corner. Mulvihill brings it backhanded towards the middle, gets knocked down by Kingston. Mulvihill gets it back out to Donaldson. Donaldson to Mulvihill. Her shot. With some bodies in front. Loose puck sent wide by Hollingsworth. Longo picks it up. Longo's shot on net, but rebound controlled by Scott. 52 seconds left in the power play. Face off one by Nepean. Houston plays it up to Jones. Jones across to Biel. Biel whiffs on it, gets it back though to McKinnon. She's pressured. McKinnon skates away, skates through the middle. Her shot deflected into the corner. Bray picks it up behind the net, over to Houston. Houston fakes the drop pass, comes across the middle. Glove save on the shot made by Scott. 31 seconds to go in the power play. Kingston controls the face-off. Battle on the boards now. Houston with McKinnon and Bray. Yell on the pinch, keeps it in. Yell to Houston. Houston at the blue line now. Sends it cross ice to Jones. He returns to the middle, over to Biel. Biel's shot. Save made, no rebound. Good rebound control from the Kingston goalie so far. 7 seconds left now in the power play. Biel takes the puck over to Jones. Jones shot. Turned away. Jones gets it back. Sends another one towards the net. Rebound by Houston. Hits a body and covered up. Scramble in front of the net there. Nepean with a couple of shots. But Scott Sharp cover up the loose puck. Connor along the boards. Out to Bella Donaldson. O'Connor. Her shot goes wide. Rebound picked up by Gibbs, and she scores. And she gets hauled down to the ice by her teammate O'Connor. Gibbs with a sharp angled shot. Goes off the post, the wide post, and in. They give Nepean a 2-0 lead. Gibbs scored from that angle a couple of weeks ago. Bella Donaldson scooped up by Gibbs off the bounce. Kingston flips it out though. Wildcats will get onside as Bella Donaldson sends it deep behind the net. That's backhanded out. Kept in by Francis at the blue line, but sent out by Kingston. Covered up by Ryu. Coach Spencer looking for a slash, I think. As Gibbs had their stick knocked out of her hands on that last play. Morgan Donaldson behind the net with it. That's it out ahead to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth cross ice to Gardner. Gardner cuts to the middle. She's got some room. Gets it back. It's her shot. Rebound. loose puck taken away by Kingston. Now they're coming the other way. 2-on-2. Morgan Donaldson back to defend. Kerr with the puck for Kingston. Cross-ice pass. We got a penalty coming up to Nepean here. I think it's going to be a hooking call against Alessio Longo. And it is number 90 and will go to the box. So first power play of the game for Kingston. 9:53 to go in this second period. Nepean trying to get the puck out. Houston does. She kicks it to herself across center. Over to McKinnon now. McKinnon. There he is. Tries to get it back to Houston. It's out of her reach, but it's going to be picked up by Bella Donaldson. She'll get it over to Francis. Francis sends it the length of the ice now. With Houston on the forecheck for Nepean. Kingston taking the first pass. Skating the puck into the Nepean zone. Gallia in the corner plays it back to her teammate. Number 7, White. Plays it over to Fisher. Fisher at the blue line, skates in towards the boards, plays it down low. Kingston, shot from White, glove down by Ryu. Face off to the left of Ryu here. O'Connor at the dot for the Wildcats. Face off won by Kingston. Fisher with it. Skating into the ring-out line. She takes a shot. Loose puck in front. Ryu finds it. Powers it up. Kingston with it again. Fisher now. The ring-out line. Her shot. Kicked away by Viel. Played up along the boards by Kingston. Kept in by Fisher. Now from the corner. Nepean bodying. Taking the body. Viel and Jones defending in the corner. Kingston plays it along the boards, and that will come out. They'll have to get back onside here. Kingston through the middle. O'Connor gonna get a penalty. We're gonna have a 5-on-3 here. It's another hooking penalty against the Wildcats. Carly O'Connor's gonna go to the box for 2 minutes. So 5-on-3 for 24 seconds here. Face-off controlled by Kingston. Fisher in tight. Changes directions. Comes back out. Goes up to the top. Keel. Their shot. Hits a skate. Rebound. Goes wide. Good chance for Kingston there. Now Kingston below the goal line. McKinnon trying to put on pressure. Puck deflects through the crease. 5-on-4 now with 1:27 to go in the power play. Houston tries to get the puck out of the zone. Kept in by Kingston. Centering pass turned away by Mulvihill. Bella Donaldson now flips it up along the boards. Jordan Mulvihill gets possession of the puck. It's a 3-on-2 for Nepean here. McKinnon breaks to the right. She drops off to Houston. One-timer just misses wide. Long pass taken by Morgan Donaldson, sent the other way. Backhanded in on net by Mulvihill. With 57 seconds left in the power play. Kingston now coming back the other way. Puck taken off the boards by Bray and flipped back into the Kingston zone. Brianna Bray on the forecheck for Kingston, for Nepean, waiting to see what Kingston will do. They move it out to the left. Longo comes in on the forecheck, centering pass. Deflected by Kingston towards the net, covered up by Ryu. 33 seconds to go in the power play. Kingston controls the face-off. Out to the blue line. Shot goes towards the net, gets deflected, hits a body in front. Goes into the corner. Kingston playing along the boards. Another shot down low. Stopped by Ryu. Rebound just sent wide of the net. Kingston plays it back out to the blue line. It comes out. They'll have to get back onside. Horton with it for Kingston. She'll skate it into the zone. 5 seconds left in the power play. Chased by Francis. And we're back to even strength now as Francis gets it out to Gibbs off the bench. She's got Longo with her. Gibbs cutting in. Her shot on target, but Scott makes the save and controls the rebound. 6:08 to go in the second period. Biel takes the face off over to Jones. Jones back to Biel. Puck comes out into the zone, so Wildcats have to get back onside. Fisher with it for Kingston. Skates it across center. Backhands it into the zone. Behind the net, picked up by Viel. Oh, we got a whistle here. Maybe an injury timeout. I don't know. One of the Kingston players is... Oh, no, we got a penalty coming up to Nula Gibbs here. 2 minutes for roughing. So Kingston will go back to the power play. Face-off controlled by Kingston. In sight, that shot deflects just past Ryu, landed in the crease and cleared away by the Wildcats. Now Houston pinning the puck along the boards here, trying to kill time, while 4 Kingston players swarm around her. Heel coming away with it for Kingston up ahead to Horton. Horton cross-ice pass, deflected by Houston. Kingston got it in the zone, but it came right back out. Now Viel tries a long pass to McKinnon. Gets past her, stopped up by Scott behind the net. McKinnon on the forecheck, though, gets a piece of it, tries to center it. Hollingsworth's there. Her shot goes high into the corner. White comes away for Kingston now with some speed. Cross center, gets it in deep, but ends up on the stick of Bella Donaldson, and she sends it down the length of the ice. Scott plays it into the corner. O'Connor picks it up from Nepean, over to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth pinning the puck along the boards. The 3 Kingston players trying to pull it out, and they do. And they flip it out of the zone. Now it's a 2-on-1. Rio Francis back to defend. That shot sent wide. 30 seconds left in the power play. Bella Donaldson goes after it in the corner, and she makes a nice shot down the length of the ice. Through traffic to get it out of the zone. Kingston now sending it in deep. Donaldson backhands it over towards Bray. Bray flips it high and out of the zone off the glass. 5 seconds to go. That should do it for the power play. McCoy picks it up for Kingston behind the net. We're back to even strength. Bray stopping the puck at the blue line. It deflects into the bench. A neutral zone face-off. 3:43 left in the second period. Being up 2-0 on goals by Viel and Gibbs. Morgan Donaldson behind the net. Drops it off. Nobody there for Nepean, no. Now Bray plays it forward. Kingston tries to send it back in. It hits Longo, and now Gardner with it. She's got a 2-on-1 with Longo. She gives Longo her shot right into the body. Scott with the save. Tracking that pass very well. smothering the rebound, or controlling the rebound. Face off taken by Maddie McKay for Nepean. She backhands a shot over the net. Kingston able to take it out of the zone. Now Houston getting it back in. McKay goes after it for Nepean. Mulvihill with it now. Maintaining possession, gets over to Morgan Donaldson. Donaldson plays it off the boards towards McKay. Kingston able to get it back though. Houston trying to pull the puck loose with McKinnon and McKay. Donaldson comes away with it over to Mulvihill. Can't quite handle the pass. And Kingston now skates it into the zone. They'll go for a change. We got a delayed penalty coming up against Nepean, as Kingston got the extra player out there. We got a tripping penalty coming up to Nepean. Jordan Mulvihill going to the box. Oh, another power play for Kingston here. Puck in the corner. Jones battling for it. Kingston pulls it away. Kingston cutting towards the middle. Shot blocked by Viel. Jones trying to clear it out. It bounces over Keel's stick and comes out. Houston on the forecheck. Pinning the puck along the boards just inside the zone. Now the loose puck comes out. McKinnon tried to have it, but Kingston comes the other way. Fisher with it now on the boards. He backhands it along into the zone. McKinnon battling for it with Jones. Viel goes in to help. Puck comes out to Fisher for Kingston. That shot goes off of Viel's shin pad. Centering pass and comes through the zone. Picked up, kept in by Kingston. Fisher now in at the dot. Her shot on. Save made by Ryu. Fisher gets a rebound, gets it out to Keel. Down low. That pass off of Kingston's skate. Come out of the zone. Houston and McKinnon go for a change. Kingston though coming right back at it. Telfer with the puck now. Drops it off to Gallia. Gallia cuts the middle. Gallia sends it in along the boards. Borton will go pick it up. Played by Jones. Kingston from the corner now. Jones putting on the pressure. Puck comes out of the zone. Hollingsworth couldn't quite have her stick. She almost had a breakaway there. Viel goes back for it. Again, coach looking for icing on that play, but nothing called. 2 seconds left in the power play. Back at even strength. Long shot, puck in the crease. Kicked away by Jones. Another shot, that goes wide. 13 seconds left in the period here. Nepean looking to get control of the puck. Connor goes in to help Jones on the boards. Connor comes away with it. 3 seconds to go. Bouncing or loose puck, gloved down by Jones. And that'll do it for the second. Being up 2-0 over Kingston. One last period to go after the flood in about 12 minutes. Welcome back to the Invista Center here in Kingston, Ontario. Third period about to get underway between the Nepean Wildcats and the Kingston Juniors. Wildcats with a 2-0 lead. 1 goal in each of the first 2 periods. Kate Biel scoring in the first, Nula Gibbs scoring in the second. So lots of chances on both sides so far. We'll redo that face-off.
I don't want to fall forward. All good.
All right, face-off won by Kingston. Kingston able to get it back into the zone here. Biel picks up behind the net. Her pass deflected by Kingston. In the corner. Puck comes behind the net. Picked up by Houston now. She gets it ahead to McKinnon. McKinnon's got Gardner with her. McKinnon shoots it towards the net. Goes off the Kingston skate. She cycles it back to Houston behind the net. Her backhand attempt played by Kingston. Kept in by Donaldson. And now Kingston flips it out of the zone. Pierre coming in through for Kingston. Stopped up by Longo. Now Bray has it knocked away in front of the Kingston bench. Morgan Donaldson, though, keeping it in at the blue line. As Gibbs and Longo also battle for it. Kept in by Gibbs a couple times, but now Kingston able to get it out of the zone. Morgan Donaldson backhands it to her sister Bella. Bella off the boards. And it's going to be icing against Nepean. Face-off controlled by Nepean. Bella Donaldson plays it up along the boards to Bray. Longo knocks it loose and goes after it. She sends it into the corner. As Kingston plays it along the boards. Rio Francis now. Cross center, sends it back the other way. Stopped up by Scott behind the net. Bray gets there first for Nepean. Centering pass. Off of Melville's backhand. Bray gets it back though. Cycles it behind the net. Kingston will control it. Play it off the boards. Kept in by McKay. Hollingsworth can't quite keep it in the zone though. She comes off the bench. O'Connor looking to battle for it. Kingston though brings it into the Nepean zone. Through the middle. Melville's going to get a penalty. Picks up a loose puck. Extra skater on for Kingston. And I think we probably got interference. No, body checking. So 17:32. Kingston going to go back to the power play here.
What's that?
Jones putting the puck along the boards. Kingston coming away with it. In front, rebound, score. Kingston pulling the puck off the boards. They get up to the front. Ryu got a piece of it, but Kingston able to knock in the rebound. Make it a 1-goal game. Houston now into the corner. Plays it back to McKinnon. McKinnon along the boards. Taken away Kingston now. Sending it in deep.
Scorer number 24, April Graham.
Centering pass gets through. No one there for Kingston. Houston picks it up. She sends it in deep. Nepean's offside though. Kingston with lots of time to skate it out. Centering pass goes in front of the crease and wide. Houston comes away with it. Gets it across center, up ahead to Longo. Longo tries to cut through the middle, has it knocked away. Kingston comes back the other way, 2-on-2. Bray comes off the bench and knocks that puck loose. Gibbs plays it cross ice off the boards. Ella Donaldson with it now. Skates it across center, sends it cross ice into the corner. Off the boards, Gibbs goes after it for Nepean. Kingston clears it out off of an Nepean stick. So icing waved off. Ella Donaldson puts it forward. That could be icing. Gibbs races for it. Not there in time. Face off to the left of Ryu coming up. Or to the right of Ryu. Yeah. Face off controlled by Kingston. Pass out. The blue line gets past the defender. Bray goes after it for Nepean. Kingston controlling it though. Getting it out through the middle. Mulvihill now picking up that pass and getting it out of the zone. Kingston sending it back the other way. Kingston getting the puck in tight. Centering pass. Broken up by Mulvihill. Francis picks it up. She got Hollingsworth with her. She takes a shot from far out, deflected into the mesh by Kingston goalie Scott. Kingston controlling the face-off, playing it up along the boards. DL keeps it in. Hollingsworth goes after it along the boards. Now Kingston gets it out. White across the blue line. Centering pass off a DL skate. Picked up by O'Connor. O'Connor coming the other way now. Into the zone. She's got Jones cutting towards the middle. Drops it off to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth with a shot. Hit a stick or something and deflected wide. Alia comes away with it for Kingston and flips it deep into the zone behind the net. Jones picks it up, sends it back towards Viel. Viel off the boards towards McKinnon. Out of her reach. Gardner now with it. Picked up by McKinnon. McKinnon in tight. Her shot misses wide. Ella Donaldson with the puck. Ahead to Houston. Maggie Houston in across the blue line. Kicks it back to herself. Gets it out. Donaldson to Donaldson. Bella sends it cross ice, no one there. Kingston coming back the other way. They flip it up high, knocked down by Houston. So send it into the corner. Gardner goes in after it behind the net. Gardner now. Drops off to Morgan Donaldson. Her shot hits the stick. Taken by Kingston. Gardner keeps it in though. Kingston tries to skate out to the middle, and they get it out. Puck off the boards, picked up by Mulvihill in front of the net. Sends it to Gardner along the boards. McKinnon now up ahead to Gibbs. Gibbs plays it back to herself. Sends it in behind the net. Gibbs on the forecheck. As Kingston comes back the other way. Touch pass picked up by Jarman. Sent behind the net. Longo and Francis with it. Gets it out to Bray. Bray tries to backhand it towards Mulvihill. It's out of her reach. Mulvihill on the forecheck though as Kingston tries to get out of the zone. Kicked down. Kept in by Longo. As Kingston comes the other way. Francis defending. Shot in tight. Knocked down by Ryu. The rebound though taken by Kingston. Longo battles along the boards for the puck. Longo's got it. She sends it towards Bray off the boards. Bray loses it. And Jones coming off the bench will pick up the loose puck. Drops it off to VL behind the net. VL, long pass, hits Hollingsworth off the bench. Hollingsworth stops up, gives it to McKay. McKay now takes a long shot. It's a shin pad. Loose puck. Kept in by Hollingsworth. O'Connor now towards Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth trying to get a piece of it. Sends a shot towards the net, but it just goes wide. VL on the deep pinches out, plays it behind the net. As Kingston skates it away, chips it out of the zone. McKay defending along the boards. O'Connor now with a loose puck 2-on-2 with Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth gets taken into the boards. O'Connor keeps it in as Nepean changes up their skaters. Kingston off the boards. Morgan Donaldson now sends the puck the length of the ice. Icing waved off as Kingston was changing. Through the middle now. Kingston with the puck across the blue line. Chambers sends it across corner. Picked up by White. Back up to the blue line. Picked off by Houston. McKinnon now going after it with Gardner. McKinnon from the corner. Plays it along the boards up to Morgan Donaldson. Donaldson sends it back to McKinnon. McKinnon sends it towards the net. Stopped up by Kingston. They'll skate it out the other way. Rama centers it. No one there for Kingston. Houston kicks it to herself. Plays it behind the net over to Donaldson. Morgan. Saucer pass cross ice. Doesn't get to Houston. Kingston comes the other way now through the middle. Telfer in. Taken by Longo. And Ryu covers up the backhand. 10:35 to go in this third period. In the corner. Kingston battling for it. Get out to the middle, picked off by Longo. Bray chipping it forward and chasing after it. Longo knocking the puck loose towards the middle, but Kingston able to come back out the other way. Kier with it now through the middle, stopped up by Francis. Keel picks up the loose puck, tries to get a shot off, but Longo gets a piece of that. Jones goes after it in the corner, stops up, ahead to Longo. Longo through the middle. She's got Bray with her. Longo takes a shot that goes wide into the corner. McKay comes in to stop it. Longo now battles in the corner. McKay and Bray coming in to help. We're going to whistle though. Player down in front of on the boards. Player's safety whistle there. O'Connor at the dot for the Wildcats. McKay with a quick shot off the face-off, turned away by Scott. Bella Donaldson on the pinch, keeps the puck in. McKay now playing it along the boards. Hollingsworth helping her out. Hollingsworth comes away with it. Hollingsworth fakes the drop, skates to the middle. Hollingsworth with a shot. Hits a body in front, goes into the corner. Connor plays it out to the blue line, kept in by Morgan Donaldson. And now cleared out by Kingston. Connor picks up the loose puck in front of her own net. Gets it ahead to Hollingsworth, who deflects it back towards the middle. Kingston picks it up. And he's escaped through the middle into the zone. Long shot sent wide. Rebound picked up by Kingston behind the net. Houston angling off the Kingston forward in order to try to get possession of the puck back. Kept in by Shoot. Back to Shoot on the boards. Kingston sends it in along the boards behind the net. Hollingsworth finally gets possession. Nepean sends it cross ice to Houston. They get out of the zone. Houston just chips it forward. Kingston tries to come back the other way now. Francis's pass deflects over the bench of Kingston and out of play. Face-off controlled by Kingston. Gallia with it. But Bray on the forecheck knocks the puck loose. Longo now. In across the blue line. Taking off the puck. Kingston sends it the other way. Will Francis chasing after it. With Mulvihill, that'll be icing. Kingston controls the face-off. Right ahead, Francis playing that puck at the middle. Longo sends it in deep. Bray goes in after it. Bray on the boards, tries to center it. No one there. Kingston picks it up. Kept in by Jones, though. Jones plays it down to Bray. Bray in tight. Shot save made by Scott. Kingston plays it high off the glass and out. Okay, plays it off the boards. We've got a whistle here. Holding penalty. I think it's against Kingston. And it looks like David Telfer headed back to the box for the Kingston Juniors. So power play here with 7:19 to go for the Wildcats. On the boards, Hollingsworth playing it, helped out by Longo. Longo comes away with it, backhands it along the boards to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth gets it across the ice to Mulvihill up top. Mulvihill cuts to her left, plays it back to Connor. Connor over to Morgan Donaldson, one-timer, goes wide off the net. Kingston controls the rebound, they'll flip it out of the zone. Kingston now in the zone, chased by 4 Wildcats. Quick shot, gets on net. Ryu with the glove save. Drops it for Mulvihill. Mulvihill now skating out of the zone. Gets it deep into Kingston territory at the ringette line. Circling, waiting for reinforcements. Gets it over to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth to the middle. Over to Jones. Jones to Mulvihill. Mulvihill shot, hits a body in front, goes into the corner. Kingston playing it back the other way. And they'll get it out now. Or not. Oh yeah. McKinnon now playing along the boards. Sending it in deep. 53 seconds ago in the power play. Kingston tries to get it out. Knocked down by Viel. Chases after it. Bouncing puck kept in at the blue line. Sent down along the boards to Viel. McKinnon picks it up. Tries to cycle it. Now Viel on the boards. Across to Jones. Jones back to Viel. Viel to Houston. Houston from the dot. Her shot. Save, I think, made by Scott. Rebound cleared away by Kingston 25 seconds ago in this power play. Viel now. To Bray. She drops it to Jones. Jones goes after it in the corner. Houston tries to play it. McKinnon comes away with it. McKinnon out to Viel. Kate Viel backhands it to McKinnon. She drops it for Houston. Houston skates to the middle. Sends it across to Viel. Back at even strength now. Viel skates in at the ringette line. Her shot hits a player in front. Loose puck. Comes out. Houston's slap shot goes wide. Behind the net now. Kingston looking to break away with it. Get out of the zone. Bella Donaldson there to pick it up. Quick pass over to Houston. Houston now back in the Kingston zone. 2 on 5. She's got Bray with her. Centering pass knocked away by Kingston. They'll flip it out of the zone. Francis goes after it for Wildcats. Loose puck behind the net. Donaldson picks it up. Bella Donaldson sends it off the boards. Kept in by Kingston. O'Connor with it. O'Connor tries to flip it out. Kept in by Osborne for Kingston. Puck sent towards the net. Bounces wide of the net. McKay now on the boards. To O'Connor to Hollingsworth. Drops it back to O'Connor. O'Connor skates it in. O'Connor changes directions at the ring-out line. Drops it to Hollingsworth. Donaldson plays it off her skate. Sends it into the corner. Morgan Donaldson tried to glove that down, but it'll be a hand pass. As it went off of Morgan's glove and went to Longo's stick. Neutral zone face-off here with 4:04 to go. Donaldson sends it in behind the net. Kingston just flips it up over the glass into the mesh. McCoy with it for Kingston, chased by Longo. Now Bray sends it up along the boards. It hits the referee. Kingston comes back the other way with it. Morgan Donaldson knocking that puck loose to Houston. Houston shoots it up into the mesh. We'll face off in the Nepean zone. Face-off controlled by Kingston. Keel with the blue line. Her shot gets through. Rebound goes wide and Kingston gets there first. Kingston then pulling the goalie early here. Down by 1. Keel with it up the blue line. Across to Fisher. Cross ice pass. Somebody got a stick on that. Long shot by Keel. Deflected in front. Still wide. McKinnon chasing after the puck here. Jones going after it for Nepean now, knocking it loose. Jones picks it up. Behind the net, Kingston gets it back. Here across the Keel. Keel through traffic. Pad save made by Reeve. Loose puck still there. Longo now picks it up. Longo tries to skate it out. Gets taken away by Kingston. Longo gets it back though. Flipped it off the glass. It gets through. Heading towards the net. Kingston defender going to get there. Fisher. Before it gets to the net. Kingston now gets it out of the zone. Picked up by O'Connor. Her shot just hits the post. Goes wide. O'Connor gets it back. She slips in the corner. Kingston digs after it. Oh. O'Connor now battling. We got a whistle. Kingston will bring their goalie back out for this face-off in their zone. And a broken stick for Nepean. Face-off controlled by Kingston. They'll send it out along the boards. Francis tries to stop it. 2-on-1 here for Kingston. Good chance there for Kingston. But they miss on the one-timer and the puck goes into the corner. Francis chases after it. That shot hits a body in front. Francis now kicks it to herself, plays it off the boards. Bray able to get it out of the zone. Kingston coming back the other way now. McCoy across center. Into the zone. At the board, stopped up by Mulvihill. Hollingsworth able to get out of the zone. Empty net for Kingston again. Kingston offside there. So we will have this faceoff should come back, I think, all the way down. And it does. Kingston have to bring their goalie back in. Timeout called by Kingston here with 1:07 to go. .67 seconds to go in the third period. J. Lee McKinnon taking the face-off for the Wildcats. Puck goes into the Kingston corner. They control the puck. Fisher picks it up for Kingston. Her pass to the net, picked up by Chambers. Houston battles for it with Donaldson. And we've got a whistle for a face-off. 47 seconds. Kingston wins the face-off. Empty net. 6 skaters on. McKinnon trying to put pressure. Houston tried to knock that out of his own. Behind the net now. McKinnon picks up the puck. Whiffs on it. Loose puck taken by Houston. Kept in at the blue line by Kingston. That shot hits the stick. Bounces high towards the net. Goes into the corner. Behind the net now. Centering pass. Knocked away by Houston. Hollingsworth trying to get after it. Houston finally sends one deep down the ice. And that will be icing. With 10.3 seconds to go. Nepean calling timeout here now. 10 seconds to go. Face off one by Nepean. Shot on net. Turned away by Ryu. Loose puck now. 3 seconds left. Shot goes through. Tipped in front. Saved by Ryu. And that'll do it. Dom Ryu with a couple of huge saves in the dying seconds of this game to secure the victory for the Wildcats, who take this one 2-0 over Kingston. Tight game. Wildcats back at it next weekend. And they'll be on the road playing Cambridge and Waterloo and Durham West on Sunday. So we will see you next on Friday at 7:30 p.m. from Cambridge. Feel free to like this video and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.